So Whedon, right arm leg spin, is now to bowl. Changing the bowling from Oakley, who bowled a very handsome opening spell. But now it's time to bring on the leg spinner. So, slip, deepish point, shortish cover, mid-off, comes into bowl. Tries to play the pull shot, but harmlessly bounces to the short mid-wicket. So, on the leg side, short mid-wicket, a leg gully, mid-wicket, deep backward square, leg, and a cow's cornering on the fence position. Comes into bowl. Tries to play the pull shot, the cut shot straight back at the bowler, and the fielder at mid-off has to chase it down. They're going to get two, they're going to go for a third on the arm. Now they're pretty happy just with the two. So he's got Whedon has got to toss it up here. Can't afford to bowl short. And it's pulled, and the fielder at Cow's corner is not deep enough, so they're going to have to chase it. They're going to go for a third on the arm. No, they do not. They're happy with two again. Well, that is just not what the captain of Diamond Creek needs right now. It's not the appropriate time for bowling short, allowing the batsman to get comfortable off the back foot. Dot ball there. Whedon into bowl. And it's cut. And the fielder at mid-off chases it down, and they were thinking of a run, but in the end they called it off because the fielder at mid-off ran in too quickly. They couldn't risk the arm. Whedon into bowl. And it's pulled again. Dear me. And the fielder at the deep square leg takes it. End of the over. It's 33 for 3. So, Tom Jones, right arm off spin to bowl. Ooh, good ball there. The batsman wasn't sure whether the ball would spin or bounce, and in the end he had to push his bat and pad together to smother the ball. That's a great sign that your bowling isn't being picked when the batsman try and lunge forward. Jones into bowl, and whoa, good ball. Batsman having to commit to the front foot at defence. Slip, point, short cover, mid-off. Comes into bowl and plays it onto the leg side, and the fielder at deep mid-wicket chases it down for one. And the leg side we have a short fine leg, a short mid-wicket, then square leg, mid-on, and mid-wicket are all relatively deep, maybe 10 metres deep than their orthodox positions. Oh dear. A second drop catch there. Wonderful piece of bowling. Committed the batsman to the front foot. He tried to play the ball where he thought it would spin, edge onto the keeper's pads, but unable to take it on the rebound. And a bad ball. And they're going to have to both chase it down, and they do just the one run there. Not aggressive running by the Rosanna batsmen. I think they've lost maybe 5 runs through not being aggressive enough with their running. Comes into bowl and pushes it harmlessly to mid-off for a dot ball. 2 runs off that over. It's 35 for 3. So, Whedon to continue with his leg spinners. And played away, and the fielder Keeps it to just the one. It's been a little while since they took that third wicket, so a little bit of a partnership is building finally for Rosanna. Plays the pull shot, and it goes straight to the fielder at short mid-wicket for a dot ball. Comes into bowl, and whoa! Beaten by the spin and the bounce, tried to play a back foot defensive shot, but in the end it missed the bat and it hit his thigh pad and it bounced out on the offside for a dot ball. Comes into bowl and plays the cut, and it's harmlessly jogged through for one there. Whedon into bowl. Left alone. Dot ball. Comes into bowl. And plays it well off the front foot defensively and fielded there comfortably for a dot ball on the offside, and a miscounted over here. Comes into bowl, and again played defensively, harmlessly dribbles out for a dot ball. 2 off that over, it's 37 for 3. Jones to continue to bowl off spin. Same field, orthodox on the offside, in out on the leg side. Jones into bowl. And plays the pull shot, and the fielder cannot get it, and he has to chase it down. And he does recover it, and they just get the 2. Wow, that's another bad piece of running there. There was 3 there. The fielder is not a very good runner, and he was struggling to chase that one down, and yet they didn't punish his bad fielding by getting an extra one. They just kept it to 2. Pulled down there to the same area. They've got to get more than just the 2. They don't even get 2 that time, they get the 1. So, once again, the short bowling is getting punished. And so if Diamond Creek are unable to break this partnership and get into the lower order, it's only their fault. They've been not getting their bowling right. And another one that's short, but this time the batsman leaves it alone. Jones into bowl, and pulled it down to the fine leg region, and the fine leg fielder has to chase it down. They're going to get 2 there. Jones into bowl, and driven straight to mid-off for a dot ball. Jones into bowl, and a wild swing, and appeal for stumped but not out. The batsman did a wild whoosh but missed it, and the keeper tried to get the bails off, but the batsman's back foot was in position. It's 42 for 3. So, this might be, I think there's 2 overs to go before the drinks break. So, the run rate has been pushing up a bit through these last few overs. Both bad bowling from Diamond Creek and some good hitting from Rosanna is getting the run rate back up, and Ooh, tries to play the sweep shot. It was down the leg side, tried to play the sweep shot, but missed it, and the keeper snaffled it up. So, what's going to happen from here? Will the heat get to Diamond Creek and more bad bowling, or will the pressure get to Rosanna and some more wickets will fall? And plays it off the back foot comfortably. And a very easy one there. As soon as the ball gets short, it's pretty much comfortable for the batsman to play. Whedon into bowl. And smothered it nicely for a dot ball there. Ball dribbles out for the offside for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. And cuts it. And it's in the gap and the fielder has to chase it down. And they're going to get two. Are they going to go for a third on the arm? No, they do not. Even though it's a relay throw, they decide to stick with two. I think that's another run that Rosanna have lost through lazy running. You should be putting more pressure on the fielders considering the heat, not less. And it's pulled. And just the one there. Comes into bowl. And it's a no ball there. So, every over has gotten at least 2 runs since the 10th over. So 2, 5, 2, 2, 5, and this one will be at least 5. Comes into bowl. No ball again. Is that a front foot no ball? If it is, it's setting an interesting precedent because it invites the Diamond Creek players to call the same no balls. And it's pulled. And just the one run there in the gap on fine leg. End of the over. It's 49 for 3. Jones to continue to bowl. Comes into bowl. And the field has been brought up. So most of the fielders have been brought up at least 5 or 10 metres from where they were earlier in Jones' spell, except for the fielders in the deep on the leg side for the bad shots and the slog shots. And pulls it away. And they go, oh, once again it intersects the gap. And they're going to have to get, they're going to get 2 there. And they're not going to be able to get a third there. So just the 2. Another piece of good stroke play by the Rosanna batsman to wait, just patiently wait for the bad ball and then hit it away. And because the fielders aren't on the fence, you can hit through the gap and they have to chase but behind. And no ball. So the 50 has been brought up by Rosanna. And it's halfway through the innings, with the other half to happen at the end of the drinks break. And defended off the back foot. Which means now Rosanna are in a position where they could really launch into something special. They have the wickets in hand. They've got a healthy enough run rate so far. They could aim for a score 110, 120. And a big swoosh, but missed down the leg side. They could be aiming for something very special come after the drinks break, now that they've gotten a good platform, they've got a good partnership going. It's just a matter of keeping going and don't do anything stupid for these last couple of balls. And pulls it down the leg side, and the fielder at fine leg falls over, and they just take the one. What is going on here? The fielder fell down, and it took him a long time to get up, and they didn't take the second run, but a comfortable dawdle. They didn't take a second run, so they just got the one run there. I think that's 7 runs that Rosanna did not score by running more aggressively. Jones into bowl, and left alone. And that is the drinks break. So the score, it's 53 for free. Now enjoy this photo montage.
Clung to a blindfold and a book. I couldn't think, I couldn't look. A car careening off the road. I spoke like a riddle in a dream. My heart was pumping gasoline. I still was sleeping when I woke. Oh. My head ran away and then my heart, the whole caboodle fell apart. I didn't notice I was gone. Now there is music, there is light, and there is laughter, there is sight. I am new and I am strong. Ooh, free me, scrub away my callous thoughts, release me, clean me. There's water in the creek, and I will wash away my sad defeats and start this all anew. I thought that I knew it all before. My cup was spilling on the floor. I had to pour it down the drain. Now I can fill it up anew with something real, with something true. I'm standing naked in the rain. Ooh, free me, scrub away my callous thoughts, release me, clean me. There's water in the creek, and I will wash away my sad defeats and start this all anew. The beginner's mind will see that there's a forest for the trees, and that we're smaller than the sum of who we are. With a whisper or a shout, the voice will shake you in and out and leave you empty as a midnight boulevard. Thoughts, release me, clean me. There's water in the creek, and I will wash away my sad defeats and start this all anew.
The Diamond Creek players are returning to the field. Okay, so The second half of the Diamond Creek innings is to commence. It's 53 for 3. 17 overs to go. If they score like 5 runs and over, it'll be a big 150 score on the cards. Let's see what happens. Comes into bowl, Whedon. Plays it down the leg side for a dot ball. So, slip, point, cover, mid-off, 2 mid-offs. And plays it down the leg side. And well fielded there by the keeper, Bellingham. And left alone there. Comes into bowl and pulls it, and it's a big chase. Gonna have to be really put in the 2 there, so another 2. They've failed to really capitalise on these good shots. They are very smart, these Rosanna batsmen. When it's full, they commit to the defensive front foot and they wait for the bad ball to play away on the back foot, because it's a lot easier to play once you've seen the ball spin off the pitch than try and hit it on the half volley. And it's down the leg side again. And another run there. Whedon into bowl, tries to play the cut shot, taken by the keeper. And tries to play it off the back foot, but misses because the ball spun past the outside edge. So good over there. It's 56 for 3. So, looks like, who's going to continue bowling? Jones to continue bowling, and left alone outside the off stump. So the run rate is just about 3 runs per over, with about 15 overs in hand. Comes into bowl and left alone. So if they continue this current run rate, then they could expect a score of about 100. But if they increase the run rate, then they could get 110, 120. Jones into bowl and pulled. And it's going to go for 2. They're going to go for a third. Surely a third on the arm? No, they don't. Just the 2 there. So once again, as soon as the Diamond Creek bowlers drop it short, it's capitalised on. They've got to realise that you just cannot do that. You have to keep the ball full no matter what. Better full tosses than bounces. And, tries to play a sweep shot, misses. Jones into bowl. And, decides to just play it with his body, and the ball bounced too much, even though he was standing in front of the stumps. So, five on the leg side, 4 on the offside. And left alone that time. It's 58 for 3. And cut And a midfield, but no run taken. So this is Wilson, right arm medium, bowling around the wicket as he usually does. And it's pulled down the leg side, and the fielder at fine leg has to run around. And they're happy with one. So this is the 20th over we're currently in. Wilson into bowl. And plays it defensively for a dot ball there. Wilson into bowl. And plays it aggressively, and it's over the head of the fielders. And they'll get two there. Straight hit over the heads of the bowlers and the fielder at mid-off. And that's another run they could have gotten if they had have run more aggressively. So I think that's 8 runs or so that that Rosanna have lost for bad running. Wilson into bowl and tries to play into the leg side, but just a dot ball there harmlessly into the offside. So now the run rate is above 3 runs per over. And blocked there. Well defended. It's 61 for 3. So Jones to continue to bowl. Jones to bowl. And defended off the back foot. And aggressively hit, and it's over the head of the fielder at mid-on, and he's down, and they're going to have to chase it down. The two fielders at mid-wicket, and they're going to go for a third finally. So the 4 fielders are deep on the leg side, just the short mid-wicket is close, and on the offside it's pretty regulation, except there's a straight hit, so mid-off has gone to a deepish straight hit. Jones into bowl, and left alone, and it's a no ball. This might be a sign that things are going to be changing now, because we're a much more defensive field now, less attacking, more boundary saving. Jones into bowl. And it's pulled. And that's the first boundary of the day. So, that's pretty significant. Another ball is short, played the pull shot, and this time it made it over the boundary line for 4. Jones into bowl and plays it down the leg side, but now I think Diamond Creek must be thinking regret over those 2 drop catches, because now this partnership is very large, it's very aggressive. Jones into bowl and left alone. How are they going to be able to put a halt to this aggressive batting? Jones into bowl and driven back to the bowler. So a good end to the over. So just the 8 runs from it, and 7 of those are from 2 balls. So it's 69 for 3. So Wilson is to continue to bowl right arm medium round the wicket. And interesting that there's there's a huge gap at oh wait, now they've blocked it up, so there's 4 fielders deep on the leg side, and then there's 1 fielder deep on the off side. Wilson into bowl and left alone. So pressure is on Diamond Creek now to hold this aggression back, and it's beaten the field again, and so they're going to have to go for the they're going for the 2, and they're going to have to chase it down, and he throws it back in, and they're going to happy with 2. So as soon as the ball is short, they play the pull shot and the cut shot. You just cannot afford to bowl short to these 2, and defensively blocks it off the front foot this time. Wilson into bowl, and it's cut, and this time it's straight to the fielder at short cover. Dot ball. Comes into bowl, and ooh, swing and a miss. And and what a wicket! Wow! Bellingham, the wicketkeeper, diving to his left, takes a spectacular catch. It was short, it was at the hip. The batsman stepped well inside of it to play the pull shot, and Bellingham, noticing it, takes an extraordinary catch. Terrific stuff there. And I believe that's the end of the over as well, which makes the score 71 for 4.